everybody, this is the chapter congruence. Here I will give introduction on this topic. First of all, what is congruence? Congruence means same shape and size. That means two figures if these are having same shape and same size, then these are called congruent figure. Suppose here the length and breadth of this rectangle and the length of breadth of this rectangle are same. Suppose this is 3 centimeter, this is 2 centimeter, and this is also 3 centimeter, and this is also 2 centimeter. Then we can say that these are congruent figure because these figures have same shape and same size. Suppose I am taking here circles. One more circle. If these both circles having same radius, suppose this is 2 centimeter, this is also 2 centimeter, then we can say that these are congruent figure. This is also congruent figure because these both are having same size, because these both have same radius. Then the sign of congruence, this type of, first equal to, then on the equal to sign there is a curve line. This is the sign of congruence. Congruence. So now we will discuss about it by some diagrams. Now I am taking here line segments. Suppose this is 4 centimeter and this is also 4 centimeter. So these both the line segments, we can say that these are congruent. If I will take some angles, two angles if I will take, suppose this is (60°) and this is also 60°. Then these angles are also congruent. We can say that this is also congruent figure. But the arms of the angle, if I will draw it again, suppose this is also 60° and this is also 60°. Here both the angles are same, but the arms of these angles are not same. If we will decide that all the sides and the angles are congruent, then we can say for this figure, no, because here the sides are longer, here the sides are shorter. If we will decide, if we will compare it by taking only angle, then we can say that this is congruent figure. This is also 60 degree, this is also 60 degree. But if we will take the arms, then we can't say that is congruent figure. Let's come to triangle. Now I will discuss about triangles. How we can say that triangles are congruent figure. Here two triangles I have taken, that is ABC and DEF. So it is triangle ABC and it is triangle DEF. So here we can say that if these two triangles are congruent, then AB equal to its corresponding sides DE, that will be. Next, BC equal to EF, this is also corresponding sides of DEF triangle. BC equal to EF, and another one CA equal to FD. CA equal to FD. So these are equal, these will be equal, corresponding sides will be equal, and as well as corresponding angles will be also equal. That means angle B equal to angle E, angle C equal to angle F, and angle A equal to angle D. So corresponding angles also will be equal. Then we can say that triangle ABC congruence to triangle DEF. Now we will learn about some criteria of the triangles. So here first criteria of the congruence triangle. Number 1, SSS. SSS means side, S for side, next S for side, next S for side, 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 side. How it will be? Suppose two triangles I am taking here. This is ABC and this is DEF. Now here by SSS rules we can say that AB equal to DE. If AB equal to DE, BC equal to EF, and AC equal to DF. Then we can say that triangle ABC congruence to triangle DEF. So this is side, side, side rules. This will be congruence. This both the triangles are congruence by side, side, side rule. Next one criteria is SAS. That means side, angle, side. Here also I will take two triangles. ABC. Here also ABC. Sorry, DEF. Here, how this rule will be on these two triangles? Side, angle, side. That means if we will take this side will be equal to this side. That means AB equal to DE. Then this sides also be equal. Suppose BC equal to EF. Then in between of these two sides the angles will be equal, must be equal, the angles must be equal, then we can say only side angle side property. By side angle side property, these both the triangles are congruence triangle. So angle B equal to angle E. That means always included angle will be in the figure. In this both the figure, included angle will be. That means in between two sides the angle will be. Maybe the figure will be like this. Suppose these are the two triangles. If this side and this side are equal, but here one angle and here the angle is formed in the top, then we can't say that these both the triangles are congruence, because this angle is not included angle. Included means that angle is not formed in between the two sides. That's why this will be not possible for these figures. So for this figure we can write that triangle ABC congruence to triangle DEF. So this will be cross. Now number 3 criteria is angle side angle, ASA, angle side angle. Two triangles I have taken here, ABC and DEF. So if two triangles are congruent, then we can say that if angle A equal to angle D, and this angle is equal, angle B equal to angle E, then the side will be included side. That means in between these two angles, which side is included, that must be equal. Here AB equal to DE. Then we can say that this criteria, by this criteria, that means angle side angle property is holds here to prove that these two triangles are congruent. That means triangle ABC congruence to triangle DEF. Suppose two figures here I have drawn. Suppose this angle and this angle is equal, and this angle and this angle is equal. Then this side and this side is equal. Then this property cannot be held here, because here this side is not included side. If instead of this side will be equal, this side will be, then we can say that these two triangles are congruent by ASA rule, because here the sides are included side, here the side is included side, and both the angles are in the end of these two sides. So these two triangles are congruent triangles. Let's come to next criteria, RHS. R means right angle. H means hypotenuse. S means any one side. So right angle, hypotenuse and any one side. If this will be equal for two triangles, then we can say that the two triangles are congruent by RHS rules. Suppose, let's show the figure. Here this is 90-degree angle, that means right angle. This is hypotenuse, ABC triangle, and this is DEF triangle. So AC and DF, this is hypotenuse, and any one side, if that will be equal, suppose I am taking here this one side is equal, that means base BC, and here is EF. If this will be equal, then we can say that both the triangles are congruent triangle by RHS rules. Triangle ABC congruence to triangle DEF, because angle B equal to angle E equal to 90 degree. Number 2, AC equal to DF. Number 3, BC equal to EF. Then 90-degree angle, hypotenuse will be equal, and any one side, if that will be equal, then we can say that both the triangles are congruence by RHS rules. Here I will discuss one more criteria, that is angle side. This criteria used is so rare, because in the rare cases this criteria will be used. Here we can say that if ABC and DEF are congruent triangle, then this angle if equal to the angle of this, and another one angle, that is angle B, is equal to angle E, and the side will be not included side, because here side is at the last. So first angle, then again angle, then side, that means angle, then side. Not the side is included here, that means in between, not that is in between two angles. So here also angle and this side. Then we can say that these two triangles are congruence by angle side property. Angle A equal to angle B, angle B equal to angle E, and number 3, BC equal to EF. Maybe this one side will be this one also. Suppose if another one figure I am drawing these two triangles. Suppose this angle and this angle are equal, this equal this, and this angle equal this angle. Then angle this side also we can take, this side. If this side also be equal, then also we can say that by this criteria these two triangles are congruent. In beforehand I told that angle and side, this one side, and now I am telling that angle and this one side. So this figure is also correct for this criteria. So here also we can say that is congruence triangle. These both are congruence triangle. am starting exercise 16 from R.S. Agarwal book. Under 1 number 4. Here is triangle MPN congruence to triangle SQR. That means we have to state that correspondence sides, corresponding angles and correspondence vertices. We have to say, first I am drawing here two triangles by this naming. First one is MPN and second one is SQR. Then we have to write the corresponding sides. First MP equal to SQ, PN equal to QR, MN equal to SR. Then I am writing here the corresponding angles. Angle M equal to angle S, angle P equal to angle Q, then angle N equal to angle R. Angle N equal to angle R. Then I am writing the vertices. Vertices, that means M, P, N, these are the vertices. So first M, both side arrow, S, P, that is Q, and N, this one is R. So these are the appropriate answer. This is question number 2. Under 2. Here the two figures are given. Here we have to state the property of the congruence and the name of the congruent triangles. So first I am writing the name of the congruent triangles. So first at the point P here 90-degree angle is formed. Here at the point N 90-degree angle is formed. So by taking this we have to write down the name. That means here for the first one triangle the name is either RPQ, then it will be LNM, or PQR NML. So I am writing here RPQ. So LNM congruence to triangle LNM, because after R here angle 90-degree angle is formed at the point P. After L here at the point N 90-degree angle is formed. So like this I have written the name. And by which property? That is congruence by RHS property, because this is 90-degree angle, this is hypotenuse, and this is any other side, any one side. Here the base is mentioned. So property is RHS property. Now under 2 question number 5. Here the triangles names are ABC and ADC. So ABC and ADC triangles are congruence. Triangle ABC congruence to triangle ADC. By which property? How can we understand? Because in the criteria we have not learned there angle side property, and angle property, A property we have not learned there. Okay, so here Another way we will use here, that is this angle and this angle is equal, this angle and this angle is equal, and this side is the common side. So angle, side, angle, this criteria we can use here. So angle, side, angle property. By this property we can say that these two, both the triangles are congruent. Angle, angles, angle, side, angle. I repeat once again. This one angle is equal. This one angle is equal, and this is the common side. AC is the common side. So angle, side, angle properties holds for it.